Okay guys, hang in there with me. My voice is kind of going out. Something happened where like I twisted in my sleep rolling, and I think I twisted against my neck and I pulled a muscle, so my whole throat and everything is just messed up. I felt a pop and it woke me up. Anyways, so we're back with you. I don't know, I can't really see with the light in my face, but I hope you guys can see right here. We pulled this front clip off. We took out the headlights, you know, because you don't want to just paint up to these rolled edges. You want to paint past them. And as you can see, I'll show you right here. Right there is a... See, if I would have left this clip on, just paint up to this edge, you have bare metal underneath here. And then later, if this starts to rust and work its way back, then I'm going to get blamed for this ruining this paint job. So that's why it's important for y'all to do this. Like, I don't gotta strip this because there's nothing to paint below it, so I'm just gonna tape off and drape that, like with the tires and stuff. There's a dent here, also underneath here, same thing. When you get to painting these fenders like this and you're coming up, you want to get all the way, like I'm gonna back mask all the way this to here, right? And then I'm gonna tape off like this if I need to. Okay, if I think I need to. I'm gonna clean this though and see how bad it looks. If it doesn't look too bad, we may not do that. We may, because then we'll have to tape off every one of these labels and things, and we'll have to peel that, which is fine. Or just tape off this. We may tape off in here and hit this too. But basically we're going to plastic the whole motor in all the way up the windshield, bring the plastic under. We're going to tape off all this one shot. Okay, this is just how I do it, one shot on this, because I'm going to have this to where I can lift it up or down the hood. Okay, so I can paint underneath this rolled edge too, to make sure that we don't end up with some crazy chipping or something going on our edges, because that's what can happen. Or it can start peeling back on you. Plus we got some spots here they didn't even get with paint. Maybe we can tape off in there a little, kind of make sure, you know, everything gets nice. Other than that, we still got a heat gun off our emblems. A lot of people like to tape these, but with all these dips, you should just take these off, heat gun them off. It's very easy to just go get some more adhesive and put them back on. Same thing with these. People like to tape them off. I just say get rid of them, heat gun them off with a putty knife. It's just a double-sided sticky adhesive tape. I believe that they use like a tar tape, really thin stuff, you know. You can go to automotive, get it. Shouldn't be a problem. If not, you can always buy these with the adhesive, I believe, on the back. We took off also here step rails. We took them off because, as you can see here, there's going to be a spot where we got to hit the silver there and on the back here. So that's important, but it doesn't really affect right here on this. Let's see if I can see you. Take off these sunglasses. But you gotta, you know, it doesn't go up on it in here on these parts, so we don't have to worry as much there. We're just more concerned with getting the bulk of it, you know, and from there, no big deal. You're not going to see nothing else. We just won't sand too far underneath there. Same thing back here. Tail lights had to come out. We got silver here, and then we had silver here that came behind the bumper on the corner, so we had to take the whole rear bumper off, along with the tailgate for this jam and up in here. Okay, so we have a lot of taping to do to hit this truck really decent and whatnot. We had this, so I'm going to tell you guys something we did. The owner of the truck, my friend and me, this was bent in the middle there, and it was pushed against the cab. You can see right there the damage from it rubbing. And so what we did to do this is I was going to take a come along and build a bunch of stuff to do it, but my friend had an idea. So what we did is we put some of those wedges, the yellow plastic ones and stuff, back in here, tapped them in, and we got it out to where it was about straight. And then we both grabbed a side and we pulled it together a little bit past, because metal will always flex back a little. So you want to pull it past where you want it to be, about maybe, you know, a half inch, because it'll flex back on you. And we managed to straighten this with some wedges in there and just pulling on it on both sides with our hand, because it was a steady gradual bend. And now I can get in here and I don't have to take off the bed all the way, because we're not too picky about back in here. He doesn't care as much about the stuff you can't see blending in right now. We're just trying to have his truck up and running again and fix it up for him, because he's keeping it. So we did that both sides. We got the step rails, the bumpers, we got the tail lights. We even went on as far as up here. You do the same thing. You take out your third brake light on your cab, and you want to tape back a little bit, maybe back mask this a little if you can, because it's going to be better to paint underneath the light instead of trying to get right up to the edge. Some of this stuff, like the door handles, I'm not really trying to do those, but I may still take these off because it's important as well. But you can tape these, and then just, you don't sand right up to that rolled edge. You would just stay off of it a hair, you know, and then you could get in there, because the paint should flow into that groove. But I think I'm still going to probably take these off. I don't see no reason not to. And when I go to do that, I think what I'm going to do to be able to open the doors back and forth is either I seen a guy, you can reach in here and pop it, or I think I'm going to take a piece of duct tape or something to put inside the latch to where it can't latch, but you can open and close it for a minute. I haven't gotten to that point yet, but I did see where a gentleman had these removed, and the trick was you can just reach in there to the rod and pull it. Not exactly sure how I want to do that. This silver does go into the jam a little, so I'm probably gonna have to back mask the whole door off along with the panel. We're gonna see, maybe just take them out, put them back in later. But we're almost to the point of pulling dents and getting the actual body work done. So peace, prosperity, all. Down with the haters, up with the participators, kind of thing that we always do. And I wish everyone good luck and, you know, a peaceful life. This channel's just to help people. We're just trying to keep y'all, you know, not having to spend 10 grand on a paint job or whatever people want to tell you. As you can see through our automotive YouTube community that I try and play a part in, there's lots of people out there, they get their stuff done, they don't have any problems doing it at home, and they save thousands of dollars on doing projects. Like, I'll point this out again, like this guy here, where you can see all this rust, but guess what? All that rust, a lot of people are like, man, I'm gonna have to buy a lot of metal or body, you know, aftermarket panels. No, you don't. All this, if you get an English wheel, you can go get free washing machines and dryers and anything made with sheet metal, and you can patch all this for free. All you need is the tools. That's what we're going to show you, because a lot of people, they go get brand new metal. They, you know, you could go to, I'm going to go down to a damn to sheet metal this. All we're going to do is we're going to go get a cargo van at the pick and pull, take a cordless grinder, and we're going to be taking metal out of it. Or we're going to buy a cargo van, we're going to chop the whole, all the sheet metal out of it. We're going to cut up a whole car and get metal for this, for that, and whatever we don't have for that, we're going to get some washers and dryers, and you'll see, we're going to build our own floor pan. Even though it's only a couple $100, I could build this whole floor pan probably for nothing. And that's the thing, is everybody, oh, it's so expensive, it's costs so much to, you know, you can't own a classic these days, they cost, you know, 30 grand to fix up. No, they don't. Let me tell you, they don't. We're LS swapping this, so we're already going to buy a truck with an LS engine, transmission, and rear shaft, and we're going to put all that in here off that truck and cut up everything we can off there. We're taking all the computers, we're taking everything and remounting it to this vehicle. And you would say, oh, that can't be done. Well, guess what? It sure as hell can. It's been done, it can be done, and you know what? I might spend 2 grand on a car, 3 grand on a truck. You know, an old 90s Chevy or something might cost me 3 grand, and I can dang near rebuild this whole car. I'm probably going to do this whole car. Guys, if I was to say, I would say roughly 10, maybe 10 to 15 grand, and that's including all the paint, the interior, the engine, all the, you know what I mean, and hopefully we get a truck where the engine runs and it just needs to be kind of overhauled, and we don't have to buy a whole nother block or something like that, because then we would go up a little bit more. But the thing is I want to do it that way, because then all the computer modules, everything's going to match that motor, that tranny, because it all comes from the same car. You get what I mean? Or you can go the other route, buy everything new, and then you gotta call some companies, have them program your computers to match your motor and all the specs, and you can try and figure all that out and get all the specialty tools that cost thousands of dollars to do that. I mean, to do that, you gotta have a J-box and a scan tool that programs computers, and that J-box and scan tool can cost you $5,000 alone. But I'm trying to show you without having that what you can do. So there's options if you want newer stuff and brand new stuff in your classics, which is fine. A lot of people, you know, if they have the money, they want to drop 40K in a car, then go do it. But I'm saying you can do this for a lot less. And that's my word. You can mark it, because I wouldn't say it unless I believed it. And that's why I'm always a participator, guys, because I don't care what it takes labor-wise, as long as the price tag is not some crazy price tag like everybody thinks that they gotta pay. And we're gonna full custom this. We're changing the body. We're doing a bunch of stuff to this. We're not gonna leave it like it is. So you guys will see a lot of what's going on. All right, anyways, like I said, peace and prosperity to all. Have a good day. We're always trying to increase positivity in the world. I'm sorry I turned you sideways if that messed you guys up. I'm not trying to do that. I just do that so we can get more of a full view of what we're dealing with. I also had you guys on the 0.5 zoom out so we could see more and whatnot like that. So here we go. You know, it's getting crazy. We went, and another thing is I thought the goof off would work for wax and grease removal for automotive. It won't do it, so we're going to be using this as what we were recommended to use. HET, high efficiency technology, Grow Automotive, refinishing solvent specialist, Grow Super Clean. So 1705. This is what is recommended local for their paints that they're using, which is Nason, and they're recommending that you use this to wipe before you spray. So it's not the prep all, it's a Grow Automotive products, just to give you guys an idea. As you can see, here's another can of reducer, same company, Grow Automotive. I'm assuming it's fair priced and really efficient for what we do out here. Anyways, I'm just going to use this cheap stuff, flat paint, instead of getting guide coat. We're going to use this for guide coat. We're not going to get too crazy with this one because it's just a basic A to B car, like we said. And good day, guys.